You may now be seated. On behalf of Lieutenant Colonel Matthew Campisi, Commander of Detachment 835, I'd like to welcome family members, friends, and fellow cadets for your attendance and support of Detachment 835, Class of 2025's commissioning. Today, Air Force ROTC Detachment 835 fulfills its mission of developing the air and space force leaders of character whom we expect to fight and win our nation's wars. The commissioning ceremony is a time-honored tradition that signifies a new officer joining the profession of arms. The ceremony is the visible transformation from cadet to officer. A commissioned officer must administer the oath of office to the new lieutenant as they swear to support and defend the Constitution of the United States. At this time, we would like to invite Lieutenant Colonel Campisi forward to give his opening remarks.
Good afternoon. To the Det 835, Lone Star Eagles Class of 2025. Today marks a significant milestone, not just in your lives, but in the enduring legacy of those who have served before you and those who will follow you. As you stand at the threshold of commissioning, I encourage you to remember the words of General Mark Milley, who emphasized the importance of your oath that you'll be saying today. He said, your oath is your North Star. It's your center line. It's your oath that will keep you grounded. You're here because you answered a call to serve, a call to lead, and to uphold the values that define the United States Air Force, which are integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all we do. These core values are not mere words. They're the foundation upon which you will build your careers and continue to build your character as officers. As you take the oath of office, you're entrusted with a sacred responsibility. The oath is not just a formality. It's a commitment to our nation, to our fellow airmen, and to ourselves. It's a pledge to lead with honor, to serve with dedication, and to strive for excellence in every endeavor. You embark on this journey not as individuals, but as part of a team that's forged through rigorous training, many great and probably some awful shared experiences, and a collective commitment to mission success. As General Dunford emphasizes, what's going to distinguish you as a leader is your personal example. I challenge you to lead by example, fostering an environment where integrity, service, and excellence are not just expected, but they're embodied. To the family and the friends that are in attendance today, your support has been essential in meeting this milestone. Your sacrifices and your encouragement have made this day possible. You share in this achievement, and your pride will remain a key aspect to the success of these newly minted officers. As you don the uniform and you take your place among the ranks, remember that this isn't the end of your journey. It's just the beginning. The challenges ahead will be great, but so too will be the opportunities to serve, to lead, and to make a difference. May we always strive to be worthy of the trust placed in us as officers. May we honor the legacy of those who have served before us. Welcome, teammates, to the profession of arms. Thank you.
Thank you, Colonel Campisi. We would like to invite up Addison's mother, brother, and wife for the pinning of his ranks. Pinning on the ranks of Addison are his mother, Michelle Addison, brother, Austin Addison, and wife, Andrea Addison. Addison graduated with a BBA in entrepreneurship and enterprise management from the University of North Texas. He will be commissioning as an acquisitions management officer, and his first duty station will be Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, Ohio. Retired Lieutenant Colonel Jody Addison will now administer the oath of office.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name, having been appointed as Second Lieutenant of the United States Air Force. Do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I'm about to enter. So help me God.
I, Aaron Addison, have been appointed Second Lieutenant of the United States Air Force. Do solemnly swear I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, and I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. And I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which I'm about to enter. So help me God.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Addison.
Thanks, sir.
Rendering Lieutenant Addison's first salute will be Staff Sergeant Caleb Martin. Ladies and gentlemen, Second Lieutenant Aaron Addison, United States Air Force. We would like to invite up Al-Zabi's parents, sister, for the pinning of his ranks. Pinning on the ranks of Al-Zabi are his mother, Gada Al-Zabi, father, Khaled Al-Zabi, and sister, Leah Al-Zabi. Alzabi graduated with a BA in Criminal Justice from the University of North Texas. He will be commissioning as a pilot, and his first duty station will be Vance Air Force Base, Oklahoma. Retired Major Paul Freisinger will now administer the oath of office.
Having been appointed Second Lieutenant in the United States Air Force, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States. That I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States. That I bear true faith and allegiance to the same. That I bear true faith and allegiance to the same. That I take this obligation freely. Without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. Without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. That I will well and faithfully discharge. That I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office. The duties of the office upon which I'm about to enter. So help me God. So help me God.
Rendering Lieutenant Alzabi's first salute will be Petty Officer 3rd Class Caleb Ephraim. Ladies and gentlemen, Second Lieutenant Rawad Alzabi, United States Air Force. We would like to invite up Berkman's father, sister, and wife for the pinning of his ranks. Pinning on the ranks of Berkman are his father, Keith Berkman, sister, Phoebe Rogers, and wife, Avery Berkman. Berkman graduated with a BS in Logistics and Supply Chain Management from the University of North Texas. He'll be commissioning as a Munitions and Missile Maintenance Officer, and his first duty station will be Klein Brogel Air Base, Belgium. Retired Colonel Brooks McFarland will now administer the oath of office.
solemnly swear. Having been appointed second lieutenant in the United States Air Force. To support and defend the Constitution of the United States. Against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. That I take this obligation freely. Without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. That I will well and faithfully discharge the duties upon which I'm about to enter. So help me God.
Rendering Lieutenant Berkman's first salute will be former Petty Officer 3rd Class Tyler Rogers. Ladies and gentlemen, Second Lieutenant Aaron Berkman, United States Air Force. We would like to invite up Carico's parents and grandmother for the pinning of his ranks. Pinning on the ranks of Carico are his mother, Jennifer Carico, father, former Specialist Todd Carico, and grandmother, Brenna Carico. Carico graduated with a BA in kinesiology from the University of North Texas. He will be commissioning as a remotely piloted aircraft pilot, and his first duty station will be Joint Base San Antonio Randolph, Texas. Retired Lieutenant Colonel Richard Carico will now administer the oath of office. Rendering Lieutenant Carico's first salute will be former Sergeant Sean Mathena. Ladies and gentlemen, Second Lieutenant Blake Carrico, United States Air Force. We would like to invite up Coonrod's mom, wife, and father-in-law for the pinning of his ranks. Pinning on the ranks of Coonrod are his mother, Gretchen Moles, wife, Jenny Coonrod, and father-in-law, Craig Gardner. Coonrod graduated with a BBA in Entrepreneurship and Enterprise Management from the University of North Texas. He will be commissioning as a Financial Management Officer, and his first duty station will be Travis Air Force Base, California. Lieutenant Colonel Matthew Campisi will now administer the oath of office. Rendering Lieutenant Coonrod's first salute will be Jesse Moles, followed by Technical Sergeant Jake Thomas. Ladies and gentlemen, Second Lieutenant Zachary Coonrod, United States Air Force. We would like to invite up Ian Borboon's parents for the pinning of his ranks. Pinning on the ranks of Ian Borboon are his mother, Uma Ian Borboon, and father, Jackie Ian Borboon. Ian Borboon graduated with a BS in computer science from the University of North Texas. He will be commissioning as a cyberspace operations officer, and his first duty station will be Keesler Air Force Base, Mississippi. Lieutenant Colonel Matthew Campisi will now administer the oath of office. Rendering Lieutenant Ian Borboon's first salute will be Staff Sergeant Caleb Martin. Ladies and gentlemen, Second Lieutenant Ben Ian Borboon, United States Air Force. We would like to invite up Garcia's parents and brother for the pinning of her ranks. Pinning on the ranks of Garcia are her mother, Bertha Brigido, father, Manuel Garcia, and brother, Mito Garcia. Garcia graduated with a BS in psychology from the University of North Texas. She will be commissioning as a financial management officer, and her first duty station will be Shaw Air Force Base, South Carolina. Major Sarah Garvin will now administer the oath of office. Lieutenant Garcia's first salute will be Airman First Class Tom Adona, followed by Airman First Class Gabriela Alfalo. Ladies and gentlemen, Second Lieutenant Gabriela Garcia, United States Air Force. We would like to invite up Kelly's wife and brother for the pinning of his ranks. Pinning on the ranks of Kelly are his wife, Emily Kelly, and brother, Ryan Padilla. Kelly graduated with a BBA in Business Integrated Studies from the University of North Texas. He will be commissioning as an Acquisitions Management Officer, and his first duty station will be Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, Ohio. Major Sarah Garvin will now administer the oath of office. Rendering Lieutenant Kelly's first salute will be Staff Sergeant Michael Kelly. Ladies and gentlemen, Second Lieutenant Tyler Kelly, United States Air Force. We would like to invite up Montgomery's parents for the pinning of his ranks. Pinning on the ranks of Montgomery are his mother, Brenda Montgomery, and father, Tracy Montgomery. Montgomery graduated with a BA in Criminal Justice from the University of North Texas. He will be commissioning as a pilot, and his first duty station will be Laughlin Air Force Base, Texas. Lieutenant Colonel Matthew Campisi will now administer the oath of office. Rendering Lieutenant Montgomery's first salute will be retired Master Sergeant John Jug, followed by Staff Sergeant Caleb Martin. Ladies and gentlemen, Second Lieutenant Wyatt Montgomery, United States Air Force. We would like to invite up Wen's mother and grandfather for the pinning of his ranks. Pinning on the ranks of Wen are his mother, Ha Trang Ho, and grandfather, retired To Wei Hong Wen. Wen graduated with a BS in Mechanical Engineering from the University of Texas at Dallas. He will be commissioning as a civil engineer, and his first duty station will be Mountain Home Air Force Base, Idaho. Lieutenant Colonel Matthew Campisi will now administer the oath of office.
Second Lieutenant, States Air Force. Do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. That I will well and faithfully discharge the duties the office upon which I'm about to enter.
Rendering Lieutenant Wen's first salute will be retired Tu Wee Hong Wen, followed by Staff Sergeant Caleb Martin. Ladies and gentlemen, Second Lieutenant Ian Wen, United States Air Force. We would like to invite up Ronaldo's parents and wife for the pinning of his ranks. Pinning on the ranks of Ronaldo are his mother, Janeda Ronaldo, and father, Philip Ronaldo, and wife, Amanda Ronaldo. Ronaldo graduated with a BBA in Entrepreneurship and Enterprise Management from the University of North Texas. He will be commissioning as an intelligence officer, and his first duty station will be Goodfellow Air Force Base, Texas. Lieutenant Colonel Matthew Campisi will now administer the oath of office.
solemnly swear to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Bear true faith, allegiance to the same. That I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation. I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I am about to enter. Let's go!
Rendering Lieutenant Ronaldo's first salute will be Staff Sergeant Caleb Martin. Ladies and gentlemen, Second Lieutenant Cam Ronaldo, United States Air Force. We would like to invite up Robertson's mom and sisters for the pinning of his ranks. Pinning on the ranks of Robertson are his mother, Dr. Jerry Grant, sister Maya Goff, and sister Corey Robertson. Robertson graduated with a BBA in marketing from the University of North Texas. He'll be commissioning as a logistics readiness officer, and his first duty station will be Hurlburt Field, Florida. Lieutenant Colonel Matthew Campisi will now administer the oath of office.
Second Lieutenant in the United States Air Force, do solemnly swear that I will defend the Constitution of the United States, that with true faith, allegiance to the same, that the obligation freely, without any mental reservation, purpose of evasion, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I'm about to enter. So help me God.
Rendering Lieutenant Robertson's first salute will be retired specialist Stephen Goff. Ladies and gentlemen, Second Lieutenant Grant Robinson, United States Air Force. We would like to invite up Ruiz's mother, brother, and grandfather for the pinning of his ranks. Pinning on the ranks of Ruiz are his mother, Maria Palmer, brother, Benjamin Palmer, and grandfather, Guadalupe Fuentes. Ruiz graduated with a BS in Aviation Logistics from the University of North Texas. He will be commissioning as an Acquisitions Management Officer, and his first duty station will be Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, Ohio. Retired Lieutenant Colonel Terrence Poland will now administer the oath of office.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your full name.
I, Daniel Ruiz,
Having been appointed as Second Lieutenant of the United States Air Force, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I am about to enter. So help me God.
Rendering Lieutenant Ruiz's first salute will be Retired Specialist Ryan Palmer, followed by Retired Specialist Guadalupe Fuentes. Ladies and gentlemen, Second Lieutenant Daniel Ruiz, United States Air Force. We would like to invite up Smith's parents for the pinning of his ranks. Pinning on the ranks of Smith are his mother, Percy Smith, and father, David Smith. Smith graduated with a BS in Integrative Studies from the University of North Texas. He will be commissioning as an intelligence officer, and his first duty station will be Goodfellow Air Force Base, Texas. Lieutenant Colonel Campisi will now administer the oath of office.
swear. To support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. That I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. And that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I'm about to enter. So help me God.
Rendering Lieutenant Smith's first salute will be Senior Airman Justin Weiss. Ladies and gentlemen, Second Lieutenant David Smith, United States Air Force. We would like to invite up Ward's parents and girlfriend for the pinning of his ranks. Pinning on the ranks of Ward are his mother, Lisa Cotes, father, Taylor Ward, and girlfriend, Madeline Law. Ward graduated with a BS in Mechanical Engineering and a minor in Mathematics from Southern Methodist University. He will be commissioning as a developmental engineer, and his first duty station will be the 344th Recruiting Squadron, Arlington, Texas, followed by Hill Air Force Base, Utah. Lieutenant Colonel Matthew Campese will now administer the oath of office.
Having been appointed as second lieutenant in the United States Air Force, solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. That I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. And I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I'm about to enter. So help me God.
Rendering Lieutenant Ward's first salute will be Staff Sergeant Caleb Martin. Ladies and gentlemen, Second Lieutenant Harrison Ward, United States Air Force. Before we move on, let's give one more round of applause for your United States Air Force's newest Second Lieutenant. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's commissioning ceremony. On behalf of Detachment 835, thank you for joining us in honoring these outstanding individuals as they begin their journey as officers in the United States Air Force. Your presence made this milestone all the more meaningful. We wish our new lieutenants strength, courage, and success as they step forward to serve our nation. Aim high, fly, fight, and win. Please stand for the playing of the Air Force song, followed by the departure of the official party.
Off we go into the wild blue yonder, climbing high into the sun. Here they come, singing to meet our thunder, and the boys give 'em the gun. Give 'em the gun, hey! Up we rise, starting the flames fall under, off with one hell of a roar. We live and fade, we're down in flame, hey! Nothing will stop the U.S. Air Force.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now have a social hour until 16:10.
I know I'm new. Better not. You're already on camera. Yeah, you're already on camera.
Oh, yeah? Oh, shit.
Yeah, the video looks serious. I didn't. That is so specific. I'd rather have little. Every time they're important.
Bye. Thanks y'all for coming.